This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network.
China, USA, strengthening the culture ties. Chinese New Year, strengthening the culture ties. Yeah, China, USA, strengthening the culture ties. Chinese New Year, strengthening the culture ties.
I was immensely proud of my track. A song with a potent political message and sing-along chorus that was just too irresistible. I used every opportunity to share my work with family, colleagues, strangers. Praise for my work was nearly completely effusive. Buoyed by this, I took my work to the internet. Keen to build an online fan base like what the Arctic Monkeys and Lily Allen did. Alas, MySpace is not the centre of the universe as it once was, and I had to look further afield. I posted my song on a website named Reddit, more specifically under a subreddit, for new musicians to share their work. Initially, the feedback was quite constructive.
This is super unique and cool.
Took me a couple of listens, but yeah, I dig it.
The blend of styles is something different. The production is on point.
But, unfortunately, Reddit appears to have somewhat of a toxic undercurrent that I wasn't prepared for. Soon, I was feeling the full wrath of the trolls.
What the fuck is even this? This can't be real.
This is the kind of shit that could start a nuclear war. Horrible, horrible.
Congratulations on ruining hip-hop for everyone. I salute you, DJ Gas for cock.
Bitter, talentless fools, the lot of them. What a great way to spend your evening, losers, attacking your superiors. But worry not, dear listener, for my confidence is unshaken. I have regrouped and decided on a new target whose success I plan to emulate.
When people go, you're so talented, you were born with natural talent. I'm like, no.
That's right, Ed Sheeran. That freckled little fella from some shire in Nowheresville, England. The same Ed Sheeran who has had a hit in Ireland with a song about meeting a girl from Galway. You know the one, dear listener.
She played the fiddle in an Irish band, but she fell in love with an English man.
Kissed her on the neck and then I took her by the hand. With my pretty little Galway girl. You're my pretty little Galway girl.
Yes, that's the one. How could it be that an Englishman has had more commercial success in Ireland than myself? A song about getting the ride of a girl from my city. I want to get the ride from a girl in my city. This imposition really triggers my generational trauma. Even his red hair feels like some sort of cultural appropriation. I can't express to you how much I hate this song. The pure number of inaccuracies in the lyrics brings me out in hives.
I meet her on Grafton Street right outside of the bar.
The Grafton Street you are referring to is in Dublin, not Galway, Ed. There is a Grafton Street in Galway, but it's part of an industrial estate. Maybe you did meet a young woman there, but that would give the song a slightly sleazy, sinister tone, now wouldn't it?
She took Jamie as a chaser, Jack for the fun. She got Arthur on the table with Johnny riding as a shotgun.
With some not-so-subtle wordplay, Ed is detailing the amount of alcohol she drank on this fateful night. Notice that Ed doesn't appear to drink anything himself, while she downs what I calculate to be exactly 19 units of alcohol. But that's not the worst part. Ed has spoken in multiple interviews about how he deliberately wrote this song to cash in on the St. Patrick's Day market. I've never heard anything so shallow in my life, and can't believe that he thought of this before me. I can't let this lie, dear listener. I will create my own folk rap song for St. Patrick's Day. A song by the Irish, for the Irish. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a nationalist. I just place a huge value on preserving and protecting our national culture, especially from horrible little foreigners like Ed Sheeran.
Top 40 or Die Trying. Episode 2. Tattoos are better. Walkers are too moist.
Firstly, I needed the music, something unmistakably Irish, something forged in the deep Celtic traditions that would rouse every proud Irish man and Irish woman. I was immediately drawn to the profile of Dario.
Hi, I'm a flutist with a master degree in classical music, multi-instrumentalist and composer. I would be glad to compose your wonderful Irish Celtic folk song with real instruments.
Dario had an extensive portfolio with examples of his work. On top of that, his credentials were second to none. A master's degree and 150 five-star reviews. Equally of importance, his prices were reasonable and within my budget. One small problem though, Dario wasn't strictly Irish. By not strictly Irish, I mean he was Italian. The first step into my project, and I was already undermining my principles by outsourcing work to more affordable foreign employees. I swallowed my shame and placed my order. Dear Dario, let me begin by saying that your profile is more than impressive. Your list of credentials is intimidating. Your English is wonderful, and you have great hair. I'm planning to record a song to rival Ed Sheeran's dominance of the St. Patrick's Day dye your hair green, vomit all over yourself market. It's important that we, the Irish, reclaim this proud festival for ourselves. I appreciate the irony in this statement, considering that I am now about to pay you to perform your own act of cultural appropriation, but I don't have time to discuss the duality of purpose. I would like you to produce me 120 seconds of Celtic gold for the price of 68 euros. Picture rolling fields of green, rugged, weathered cliff tops, the sunlight breaking through the clouds and onto cobbled streets. Everything that would make you proud if you were actually Irish, Dario. I look forward to hearing your work, Shane Vincent McDermott. Following an anxious 3-day wait, Dario sent me his song. Absolutely stunning. Music that evokes the Chieftains, the Bothy Band, Planxty, all by the way of Milan. I was off to a stunning start. Now, the music was marvellous. Nobody could argue with that. But I was worried that its beauty would be overlooked during the hullabaloo that occurs during a rowdy night of drinking in a packed pub on St. Patrick's Day. I needed more bite so as not to get drowned out by the heaving, drunken masses. Luckily, I had an idea.
Hi, I'm the Phantom producer from Indonesia. I'm a professional music producer and composer with more than 10 years' experience. I will remix your song to EDM, house, techno, dubstep in 24 hours.
That's right. A remix. The age-old act of taking a beautiful piece of music, stripping away its artistry, and creating a new, dumbed-down version for the clueless general public to enjoy. A technique that the Black Eyed Peas mastered in the mid-noughties. A shameless but commercially attractive tactic. Dear Phantom, I'm currently in possession of a beautiful 2 minutes of traditional Irish Celtic music, which I would like you to remix to make it more appropriate for people who don't like music. Essentially, fans of Ed Sheeran. You know when he does one of his folk rap songs? Yeah, I need something a little like that. Your music will form the foundation for a track that will be heard in dangerously overcrowded pubs worldwide on March 17th every year. Picture 2 drunk Americans in full leprechaun costumes scrapping over an oversized Guinness hat awarded to anyone who risks their long-term health by drinking 10 pints. This is the scene that you are soundtracking. I look forward to hearing your work, Shane Vincent McDermott. Suitably garish and obnoxious. It was perfect. I felt slightly unclean having sullied Dario's beautiful work, but these were desperate times, dear listener. and I would have to park my artistic integrity. Now, I was €94 in and still only had the instrumental to show for my investment. There would be difficulties trying to explain to my bank why I needed to extend my overdraft. I had run out of elderly aunts and needed to find an alternative means of investment. Now, what would Kanye do? Well, I'll tell you what he'd do. He'd go to the source. Who better to fund our ambition than those holding on to the world's wealth?
Jewish business people.
Christ, no, Kanye, no. That's not what I meant. I meant the corporations.
At the corporations, they got the ability and the facilities that if I put my genius to it, that I can affect culture in a higher way.
That's right. By partnering with big brand giants such as Nike, Adidas, and Gap, Kanye had managed to fund his creativity. I just needed to broker some big-time deals for myself.
Martin Doyle, my old friend, it has been too long. Let me start by apologising for missing your wedding, but I've been up to my tits with work. You may have heard, I'm getting into the music industry, giving it one last go before I turn 40. I'm actually calling to ask a favour. Actually, no. I'm calling with an opportunity. I need a little help funding my venture. Does your old fella still have that hardware store on the high street? If he fancies a little investment, I can get him a product placement on my new St. Patrick's Day song, like an advertisement for the shop. I can place it really subtly somewhere in the song. Won't sound crass at all. There's an American guy on Fiverr who says he can put on an Irish accent, record a voiceover, and he's €10 cheaper than the actual Irish voiceover artists. Tell your dad that a couple of €100 should cover everything with regards to recording the song. I'm forwarding you my bank details now.
That sorted, I began my search for the perfect rapper. Someone who could convey what it truly meant to be a proud Irish person in the 2020s. Someone with the lived experience of Irishness. Someone who could write 16 bars slagging the Brits. On Fiverr, there appeared to be only one openly Irish rapper.
Yo, Matthew here. I am a rapper and songwriter from Ireland, now living in the UK. My music has been featured on radio, so you can rest assured that you will receive work from me that you'll be highly satisfied with.
Since I am always looking to be satisfied, I was happy to look past the fact that he now lived in the UK and message Matthew. Dear Matthew, for now is the time for us from Isle of Emerald Green to come together and ward off the most recent of advances from our historical oppressors. I am, of course, talking about Ed Sheeran, and in particular, his song, Galway Girl. I have the instrumental, Matthew. I just need 16 bars of hard rap on everything that makes you proud to be Irish and what disgusts you about those filthy Brits. Imagine Cillian Murphy's character from The Wind That Shakes the Barley got on the mic and started to spit some truths. This is what I am envisaging. There are these lads called Kneecap who've been tearing up the charts recently. They often rap in Irish. Nobody understands a word they're saying, but it doesn't matter. It's provocative. Do you think this is something you could do?
Dear Shane, thank you for your message. I could possibly do this. Could I hear the instrumental?
Of course you can, Matthew. I have attached the beat for your consideration. I hope it helps to unearth more deep, inherited generational trauma that you've spent your life trying to suppress.
Dear Shane, I have listened to the track. I will have to pass on the project, I'm afraid. I'm not really feeling the instrumental.
What the fuck? Not feeling it. Proud Celtic music, remixed by the famed producer Phantom from Indonesia. What's not to feel? This track will be dominating the charts next St. Patrick's Day.
And I hope it does, Shane, but I won't be a part of it. My apologies.
Who the hell did this Matthew character think he was? The patronising tone with which he wished me good luck. Was he not a proud Irishman? Well, congratulations, Matthew. Your name has gone into my black book of rappers that I now have a grievance with. Your name sits near the top, under that of Rapper John's. Still shaking with rage, I continued my search. Since there were no other Irish lyricists, I would have to widen my criteria. Anybody would be eligible as long as they understood the plight of my people, could harvest the feelings of the oppressed, and were able to work within a strict budget. I was intrigued by the profile for Jonathan.
Looking for a prolific wordsmith, a lyrical maestro, a seasoned rapper known for seamlessly traversing the diverse landscapes of music genres. With a rhythmic journey that spans hip-hop, R&B, pop, and many more, look no further than Jonathan H. Caesar.
Jonathan, aka Hurricane Caesar, was from South Africa, another country familiar with colonization and occupation. Maybe this first-hand knowledge would be of benefit when recording a song of rebellion. Dear Jonathan, I am writing to you whilst in a moment of deep despair and weakness. I have been recently betrayed by an Irish compatriot who turned his back on me when I needed him most. Celtic pride amongst my contemporaries seems to be on the slide, and thus I am turning to you, a South African, for help. I need 16 bars of rap, Jonathan. 16 bars of proud rebel music that references the 800 years of oppression we have suffered at the hands of the Brits. Even to this day, they're still stealing from us. They recently nicked Declan Rice and Jack Grealish from the national team. These two lads are the kind of snakes that St. Patrick was trying to chase out. Please reference our great contributions to the world. An Irish person invented the submarine, colour photography, and the modern tractor. Not the same Irish person, I must specify. And we also export Guinness, whiskey, and Tato crisps. I hope this gives you enough to work with. I look forward to hearing your work. Shane Vincent McDermott.
Island for the Irish, let it echo through the land. Centuries of fighting with scars on every hand. St. Patrick drove the snakes out, made the island clean. But 800 years of struggle is obscene. Get your Brits out, brings in pubs and the lanes. History runs deep cause the pain still remains. From the hands of the states, streets and rail lines, to the world invents a submarine design. More a brother here, yet our roots still grow. Spreading whiskey and Guinness love everywhere we go. Declan Rice, Grealish, the real pitch kings. Ooh, up the road, we run this thing. Ed Sheeran song is something we avoid. Tattoos are better, walkers are too moist. From whiskey to culture, we set the tone. Ain't no taking this heritage we call our own.
He had nailed it.
If you're enjoying the show, the full season of Top 40 or Die Trying is out now exclusively on Headstuff Plus. Join now for just €5 plus VAT per month. You'll also unlock ad-free listening and exclusive behind-the-scenes bonus content. Find full details in the show notes.
He was clearly able to feel the beat in a way that our Matthew was unwilling or unable to. I had been vindicated. One small problem. In his rap, he makes reference to tattoo crisps as opposed to Tato crisps.
Tattoos are better, walkers are too moist.
Looking back at my instructions to Jonathan, it would appear that I had been the victim of an unfortunate autocorrect incident while typing on my PC computer. The mistake was very much mine, and I would be unable to change anything. I would have to live with this embarrassing mistake within the song and simply hope that nobody notices. I could picture that charlatan Matthew laughing at my incompetence. I needed another 16 bars. Another rapper to channel our country's feelings of oppression into a dance floor filler.
Luxury Rose is an American rapper and songwriter hailing from Pennsauken, New Jersey, a very small town outside of Philadelphia. If you're looking for a skilled and experienced female rapper, I can offer an incredible rap verse, hook, or full song using the beat you submit.
An established artist with the work ethic that comes from hailing from a small town. Luxury Rose was exactly what I was looking for. 132 5-star reviews were no joke. I immediately placed my order. Dear Luxury, I am seeking your service as I need someone with your expertise to help with a project that aims to unite Irish people worldwide. As a Philadelphian, you will be well aware of the number of Irish people in the States. I don't know if my eye rolling is audible enough for you to hear, but we actual Irish people sometimes take this "I'm 1/16 from Limerick" attitude with a pinch of salt. That being said, I'm very ready to cash in on the Irish-American market for my latest musical venture. I am requesting 16 bars that celebrate our recent achievements as a nation, with groups like Kneecap, Fontaine's DC and the Cabin Crew, Ireland is exporting music again, and artists from all over the world are falling over backwards to capture some of our magic. My cousin Siobhan reckons she spotted Drake and Duns in Galway city centre. I can't confirm this, it might have been mistaken identity, worse still casual racism, but let's not split hairs. We are a forward-thinking country with a lot to be proud of. We had a gay Prime Minister before the Brits. Our culture is thriving, and Cillian Murphy won an Oscar. A man so proudly Irish that the moment his children started to talk with an English accent, he moved the whole family back to our beautiful land. There is much to be proud of, Luxury. You have my trust, and I look forward to hearing your work. Shane Vincent McDermott.
Yeah, Ireland is for the Irish. Thought you was the apple of my eye. You a pie dish, snake in the grass. Gotta chase the imposters. I can see the fakes, man. They should've won an Oscar. Cillian Murphy, we like to party. We go drink till we cursing. Guinness for breakfast, getting strong and it's worth it. Happy St. Patrick, we loving this culture. People so ignorant. Walk into my house, then gotta show respect. Kinda like our first Prime Minister. Shoes at the door, walk into my hallway. We had Drake pay a visit when he came to Galway. We got football that's thriving and rappers that's sliding. Happy St. Patrick, we love all that's Irish. Food and the culture, our life keeps us smiling. Happy St. Patrick, we love all that's Irish.
Luxury had delivered. The Irish-American contingent had been sewn up, and I was well on my way. My Celtic blood was running hot. As my creativity soared, so did my pride. How could I bring more of my proud heritage to the mainstream?
I am Andrei from Romania. I will play the bagpipes on your song.
That's right, the bagpipe. The Irish uilleann pipe, to be exact. An intrusive noise, so distinct that no other ethnicity could or even would want to claim it for their own. Dearest Andrei, I would like to begin this letter by congratulating you. Of all the instruments in the world that you chose to master, you went and settled on what many people would consider the most divisive, the bagpipe. Any loser could learn to play the guitar or piano, but you took a risk, and now you are reaping the financial benefits on Fiverr. Naysayers might describe the tone of the bagpipes as shrill, nasal, intrusive. But not you, Andrei. You found a beauty in this most unloved of musical apparatus. My personal love for the bagpipes lies less in its tonal frequency and more in its rich history. No tool has been better used to antagonise the English. The Scots, the Irish, even the French have their own version of the bagpipe. Essentially, the three countries that hate England the most. I could think of no better way to further taunt Ed Sheeran than with a free-form bagpipe solo around the 2-minute 30 mark of my song. From your profile, I see you have a number of different bagpipes in your possession. To be honest, I'm not sure I could tell one pipe from the other, so I'll just ask you to choose whatever one you think sounds the most powerful, the most defiant, the most anti-English. I look forward to hearing your work. Shane Vincent McDermott. All that was left was the chorus, the sing-along element that would unite folk across sticky dance floors worldwide, arm in arm, eyes closed, pints held aloft in celebration of our ancestry. Unfortunately, Irish singers were in short supply across Fiverr. Worse still, those who were available were charging extortionate prices. It would appear that the cost of living crisis was now inflating the artistic market. I had no option but to seek singers from further afield.
Hey, I'm Rachel from the USA, and I'm here to sing for you. I will provide sweet, soprano vocals for your projects. I can sing in several genres, but my favorite genres to sing in are Celtic, folk, and fantasy. I sing in English, but for all of my fellow Lord of the Rings fans, I can also sing in Quenya.
Sweet soprano vocals were exactly what I was in need of. Her ability to sing in the mythical elf language of Quenya also caught my attention. Would it be too ambitious of me to try and simultaneously go after the lucrative Lord of the Rings market? Yes, it would, Shane. Calm down. And let's climb one mountain at a time. Dear Rachel, I was about to give up hope of finding the perfect Celtic singer when I came across your wonderful profile. As you know, rebel songs have always been a staple of our culture, a way to unite us in battle against a common enemy. In this case, a certain bespectacled ginger with a small guitar, a loop pedal, and too many tattoos. I have taken time to write a chorus that I believe will pull this beautiful song together. The lyrics are as follows. Ireland for the Irish, no room for ye Brits. We're a country proud, we say it proud. Ed Sheeran is an Egypt. Verse that will be passed down from generation to generation, Rachel. I place my trust in you and look forward to hearing your work. Shane Vincent McDermott.
It's Ireland for the Irish, no room for ye Brits. We're a country proud, we say it proud. Ed Sheeran is an agent. He put the sham and shamrock, now believe us when we say freedom for the Irish, happy St. Patrick's Day.
And with that, dear listener, my song was complete. A song that any Irish person would be proud of. Admittedly, a song created without any contributions from actual Irish artists, but if I've come to learn anything from this process, it's that Irishness is very much a state of mind. And so, I leave you with the final version. Title, Hands Off Our Galway Girls, open brackets, Happy St. Patrick's Day, close brackets. It cost me €241.94 to make, and you can download it from top40 or dietrying.bandcamp.com. Enjoy it, embrace it, and I wish you a wonderful St. Patrick's Day. I just hope you enjoy listening to it as much as I enjoyed paying other people to make it. Lá Ela Pádraig Honna Díos.
For the Irish, let it echo through the land. Centuries of fighting with scars on every hand. St. Patrick drove the snakes out, made the island clean. But 800 years of struggle is obscene. Get your Brits out, brings in pubs and the lanes. As the reruns deep, cause the pain still remains. From the hands that built the states, streets and rail lines, to the world inventors of marine design. More a brother here, yet our roots still grow. Spreading whiskey and Guinness love everywhere we go. Declan Rice, Graylish, the real pitch kings. Ooh, up the road, we run this thing. Ed Sheeran song is something we avoid. Tattoos are better, walkers are too moist. From whiskey to culture, we set the tone. Ain't no taking this heritage we call our own. Raise a glass on Paddy's Day for the sons and daughters gone. Irish pride that goes on no matter where we roam.
It's Ireland for the Irish, no room for ye Brits. We're a country proud, we say it proud. Ed Sheeran is an agent. He put the sham and shamrock, now believe us when we say freedom for the Irish, happy St. Patrick's Day.
This St. Patrick's Day, why not build a bit of luck into your home? At Doyle's Tools and Hardware, we've got everything you need to tackle those DIY jobs you've been putting off. From power tools and paint to garden gear and more. Whether you're fixing a fence or freshening up the sitting room, Doyle's has the tools, the know-how, and the best prices in town. Doyle's Tools and Hardware, proudly serving Galway for over 40 years.
Yeah, Ireland is for the Irish. Thought you was the apple of my eye. You a pie dish, snake in the grass. Gotta chase the imposters. I can see the fakes, man. They should've won an Oscar. Killian Murphy, we like to party. We go drink till we cursing. Guinness for breakfast, getting strong and it's worth it. Happy St. Patrick, we loving this culture. People so ignorant. Walk into my house, then got gotta show respect. Kinda like our first prime minister. Shoes at the door, walk into my hallway. We had Drake pay a visit when he came to Galway. We got football that's thriving and rappers that's sliding. Happy St. Patrick, we love all that's Irish. Food and the culture, our life keeps us smiling. Happy St. Patrick, we love all that's Irish.
Raise a glass on Paddy's Day for the sons and daughters gone. Irish pride that goes on no matter where we roam.
It's Ireland for the Irish, we've run out of the honey. Only time we need is the one from the sun. We chase the snakes from Ireland, now we'll do the same with it. He wrote some girl from Galway, now we're coming for his head. We'll sing our rebel songs, now believe us when we say it's Ireland for the Irish, happy St. Patrick's Day.
This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network, a hub for the creative and the curious. Shows are produced in association with Head Stuff and the Podcast Studios Dublin. Find out more or become a member at headstuffpodcasts.com.